Hello and welcome back to chapter 5, lecture number 37. So we started with the concrete door frame and we continue with this process on the left and on the left windows. So let's get started and select the concrete UV map and go to the solid mode and select all of these. That should be good. Avoid selecting them in the rear, so deselect. That's great. So what I did was B and holding the scroll to deselect him. Okay, and we make a projection and we use this frame on the right as the lower windows, because these are smaller than these ones. This has more concrete, so that will work. Make it a bit smaller, and you want these lines to cover all the inner frames. Scale it a bit more. I think it looks really good. So let's take a look in the material view. Yeah, looks pretty big, but in the end, what you can do if you really think it's not in line, you can put this a bit more to the left and right to make these smaller, but watch out not doing it too much, that will break the stretch look. All right, deselect, pushing scroll, and deselect the rear faces. All right, new projection, and let's rotate it so we have just a different type of the UV map. Yep. Okay. Scale is a bit more. Yeah, you can scale it even. Oh, not good at all. All right. Yeah, quick preview. Yes. All right, and then we have let's go for a door. Well, we copy this frame and yeah, well, let's select all of these so we're safe. Deselect them and concrete project from view. So after this one, you can continue this for the other windows on the building. I think that will work around. I lower that one just a little bit and scale it a bit more. SY. Good. You see these needs to be scaled. Smaller circle. Okay. Well, that should look pretty decent. Look at that. Nice concrete door frame. Alright, I will pause the video and continuing for all these other windows. And when we arrive on this point, we will return recording the video. Okay, see you in a second. Okay, so I added all the window frames and I think it looks very solid. So we can continue on the plaster part. And we need to do one thing before we start adding these frames, and that is click on plaster, and then we go to the node editor. And the point is we applied the extra UV map on the brown bricks, but we still have to do that on the plaster. So Shift D and select the transparent layer. There we go, that one. And go for mix, add color, mix RGB. And we put the color output of this image and the alpha to make it transparent. There we go. Looks all good to me. So we have them everywhere. So what we need to do now is go to concrete and select these. Well, not really that case. Select these, go to UV, and that frame is there. I know what happens. There's these little mistakes. Okay, we need to apply the input UV map. I'm going for concrete. Because I thought we already did that, and that's right. So UV map should be concrete, and now it's good. Ha! Yeah. Good. We continue. So this line will be not enough, so we need to add these as well. And that's fine because nothing is sharing these UV. So concrete, you go to the UV image editor, and let's go for a check. Yes, there are some selected in the rear. Project from view, and we select another one. Let's go for this, or I think that one is even better. And we scale it as Y in length. Yes, maybe a bit smaller. SX. And go for a preview. Go to material. And it looks a little bit wide. And try to small these a bit. But it's okay. If we're going to mix some plaster with it, it will really blend well. But right now it looks really in your face. But yeah, we will fix that, of course. So we select these, and these select the ones in the background. Okay, this one is going to be a challenge because we need to share the frame. I will show you how that works. That's the great thing about tutorials, right? You can just watch how that works. Press U, project from view, and we start with aligning, just as we always do, to put it on the right place. I think SY. Okay. So the left part needs to be scaled a bit. Good. So far so good. And now we deselect, let's say, this part, and we drag these to the left. Bit more. Yeah. We grab these. Well, go for the material and SX, because you can see a sort of a bar on the top. That's because there is an intersection, SX. And now it's like it's one piece, maybe a bit more. And yeah, that's a quick hack to fix a big frame. I'm really happy with the final result. Let's scale these a bit more. Right, I go to UV map, and there you have the frames. So your challenge is to put frames in these holes, these, and the one in the rear. So use the same concrete we use in the front for the rear, and use smaller ones on the sides. Okay, we'll pause the video and see you in a second. All right, and welcome back. So I added all the frames on mid-level, and I had some struggles with the sides because I did not have a lot of faces, so I added extra edge lines to make this possible. So if you have this struggle that you just have a very small line, add an extra edge line, Ctrl R, and you have more space. So I continued, I made some variation, so sometimes I picked another frame, and that worked out pretty good. So for this lecture, we are finished, and we continue in the next lecture by mixing plaster and yellow or brown bricks. In fact, the same as we did with the third building, only we're going for a different mix. So it is different, but yeah, you need to see it. Okay, see you in the next lecture, and bye bye.